Okay. Yep.
Good evening and welcome to Omnibros Live. I'm Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault, one of the Omnibros that's live tonight. And joining me is Comics Guide 101's Lou. How's it going, Lou?
Hey, I'm good, man. It's another day here in Florida. I'm good.
Is that like a giant professional microphone you're talking into?
I have a snowball. And it has the pop thing, so it's supposed to help with popping when you talk.
Oh, that's the screen you're talking into?
Yeah.
Fancy. I don't have that.
I've had this for a while. It's just I don't really bother using it too much, but I've been using it regularly more now. I think I come in clearer than I used to.
Yeah, you do. I don't have that toy.
It's not a. I mean, it's a cheap mic, but it does the job. So it is what it. I mean, it gets the job done for me.
We are also joined by A Week in Geekin's Gio. Hi, Gio.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. I was playing a lot of pinball, so I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I apologize in advance.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. I don't. Can you screen share at all? What a table looks like? Is it from your Switch?
Yeah, from my Switch. Give me a second. I'll go grab it.
Or you can just show us the screen on your Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, we found out the other day Gio is actually a huge pinball guy. I personally didn't know that. I didn't know he was that big.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Are you a pinball guy, Jess?
Yes.
Oh, what's your favorite table?
I have a Star Trek pinball table in the back cave right outside the door.
Nice.
If you do certain things to it, what you're supposed to do, light up all the dilithium crystals on the screen, the transporter transports. You see them disappear. So that's really cool.
Mine was always
But when I was about, I think I've told this story before. When I was about 12, pinball games were about a dime a game, and within walking distance, like 2 blocks from our house, down near the beach in Carmel, was this divey, like motor inn type of motel called Mission Ranch, and it had a like a pool table area and pinball machines, and my dad would take me in there and we'd play pinball for a dime a game.
Wow, holy crap.
And you could rent a room there for like $25 a night.
Oh.
This is in Carmel. I mean, this was a dive. And I always stopped there on my way to Boy Scouts when I was like 8 to buy candy on the way, because I'd walk past it from my elementary school and play pinball and then keep going to the Boy Scout meeting. But it's now been turned into a $500 a night resort type fancy hotel owned by Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
There's no more pinball at Mission Ranch.
You know what I've noticed? Clint Eastwood has had a real huge impact on your life through various moments.
Yeah.
He's a constant.
He keeps popping up in my life. Yeah, I told you guys those stories.
He somehow is in relation to a few of your stories, which is pretty wild when you think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
But Jess, why don't you tell the lovely people while we're at it, before we keep going with the shenanigans, where they can get books up to 50% off?
That would be instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add another 2% to that. There are rumors of an Omnibros Live discount code before the end of the year. We for sure know about an IST gift card because tonight we're giving one away to a viewer in the chat, a $50 gift card from InStockTrades.com.
Awesome.
If you order $50 or more worth of books in the United States, you get free shipping, which is amazing. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Yes, we love in stock trades. We love them so very much. Gio, we were just talking about our favorite pinball machines. We briefly discussed this. Mine is the Terminator one. I love the Terminator machine.
Mine would be Monster Bash, which has all the Universal monsters.
Oh.
And they're playing a rock concert, and that is awesome. Yeah. I mean, here's the menu. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's the menu of all the boards that are available.
Wow.
Now, the game is Pinball FX3 from Zen Studios, and it's free to download on Switch, and I think Steam as well. Once you download it, you get 2 free tables that you can use at any time, and the rest you got to purchase. So think of it like you're getting the game for free, but it's actually like a $60 game, like a regular game, because you're going to be buying a bunch of these tables. Now, fortunately, there was a sale going on, and I got a lot of them for half off. So I was lucky on that. As you can see, there's the Williams tables. There are a couple share tables with other studios. You can see the Jurassic Park, Universal Studios, Bethesda. There's one with Foxnet, which has all the Fox shows, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, Archer, American Dad. What's the other one? Walking Dead, which I know you guys love.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, Walking It. But it's based on the Telltale games. It's not based on the TV show or the regular comic. Portal has a game too, as a table. And the one I've been really playing a lot is actually, let's see here. What was the name of that one? Party Zone. Yeah, I've been playing that a lot. Let's see if I can show you.
Oh.
It's not focusing like I wanted to. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see if it focuses. Come on, camera. There we go.
Whoa.
There we go. Yeah.
So you can play that?
Yeah. You can play all the classic tables recreated digitally for the game.
That looks like a real freaking 3D pinball machine.
Yeah. Just this game is free, by the way. You could download it, but you just got to download the tables. You got to pay for the tables. You have a Switch.
So cool.
You have a Switch, Jess. You can get this tonight. But I feel like by the end of the night, he'd just have every single table.
So, yeah. I can't show it off pretty well because I don't have the screen capture card or anything, but you can sort of see what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool.
It has all the sounds from the original. It's faithfully recreated. You can change the view of what you're looking at. You can tilt the machine by pressing.
Oh yeah,
like in real life.
Right, tilt.
Yeah, and there are tournaments where you can compete against other people. If we have each other as friends, we can compete to see who has the better score.
Oh, we are so doing that.
Of course, that's what I want. I want to hook everybody up on pinball so we can play together. So yeah, you can see right there.
So cool.
Well, that is actually yeah, that's really cool.
Let me pull up Monster Bash because that's my favorite.
That's your table. Well, yeah. Gio pulls that up, let's check in with Jess real quick. How are the turnips this week, Jess?
I paid $90, and I bought. Let me think. I paid $90, and I bought 1,500 turnips.
Ooh!
Wow! I stopped with the turnips.
My daughter found online guy who his little crooklings were buying them for 510.
Not bad.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah, so from 90 I got 510. 50 at 50 times 1500. So I got some turnip dosh.
Not your biggest haul for turnips though.
No, she found me like 700 one time, and I had like 20,000 turnips or something crazy.
That's a cool table. I love that, dude.
Yeah,
And that's
you get
a Monster Bash table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You get trivia on the tables and how much they've made over the years, and the money, and who made the table, and all that stuff. Here you see the monsters playing the rock concert. There we go. Love that so much.
And so I noticed that so you can fix the
camera?
view at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do different views like that.
Okay.
Like that. There's like 7 different views. And you can look
Oh,
with the
wow.
Joy-Con. Yeah.
That's awesome. You're selling me on this game tonight.
Yeah. I'm way excited for this.
I don't know how I'm going to play looking at StreamYard, but I'm going to try. Let's see. It's bootleg Twitch. Ryley would be proud of me. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks kind of hard to play.
Yeah.
The table would have won there.
Supposedly, there's a rumor that next week they're going to do a conference or a virtual con or something, and they're going to announce new tables. People are speculating they've recently partnered up with Stern Pinball, so we might see Terminator, Addams Family, Star Trek, all that stuff in the game. So people are anxiously awaiting to see if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Wow.
There is. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, sorry, it's cool, man. There's a huge pinball market. Like there are cons dedicated just to pinball machines now.
Mm-hmm. The game has Zen Studios original tables. It has Williams, the Jurassic Park stuff, but there is a separate game for Stern Pinball. However, if you're playing it on Switch, some of the boards or the tables are not present in the game because of licensing issues. You can see them in the menu, which is really frustrating, but you can't buy them or play them. And I believe one of them is the AC/DC table, which sucks because you play it. I've seen the gameplay on PC, and you play with all of their famous songs. It's amazing, but you can't play that on the Switch for licensing issues. There you go.
Yeah, Tasty Melon says that's his favorite pinball machine.
Why does it look like Jess is trapped in an infinite void in his profile?
What am I doing there?
I think that's an alternate Jess trapped in the Phantom Zone, and he's trying to escape to our world.
It does look like Phantom Zone. He's flipping around in space. That's great. I love that.
Here's a good question from Rick Nelson.
Yeah.
When did Clint Eastwood come on the show to talk comics with the Omnibros? At this point, he owes Jazz. I know. I've got like 17 Clint Eastwood stories in my life.
It's pretty crazy how he's popped up in your life at different points. You're going to look at your high school yearbook one day at your graduation photos, and he's going to be right there front row in the audience.
Looking. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what is the name of that, Gio? The pinball game?
Let me show you the avatar again real quick for the or the whatever you call it. Pinball FX3, if the damn camera can zoom in properly.
Oh, I see. Pinball FX3.
Yeah. Sorry. You can see some of the games I've been playing recently. Yeah. It's not focusing. Come on, man. Do your thing. Well, you can use your imagination, and you can check it up on the eShop. Pinball FX3. That's my free plug. It's free to play, and even if you don't want to buy any tables, you can play 2 boards for free. So
I can see that being addicting, though. Like you get the first 2 boards, and then it's like a drug dealer. He gives you your first hit, and then you want more.
Yep. Totally.
Don't worry.
The Universal one is fantastic. You get Jaws, Back to the Future, and E.T. And even though I hate E.T. with a passion, I still like the table. So,
wait, hold on. We are not brushing by this. You hated E.T., the movie?
yes, because I find that E.T. monster disgusting, and I hate him. Nope. Not going to do that.
Throughout that whole... So you were rooting for the cops in that movie?
Yeah, totally. Bag him in and turn him in, dissect him, study him. I don't care. He was ugly and frightened me as a kid. So I have no feelings of nostalgia over that movie whatsoever. I could care less about E.T.
Oh my God, you're going to get this planet blown up.
But the table is fine. The table is really fun to play. And you see E.T. and waving his arms around. It's fun.
My daughter hated E.T. too.
Oh my God, Gio would have shot E.T.
the heck out of her.
Gio, you would have shot E.T. in the backyard the minute you saw him.
Not necessarily shot him because I don't want to touch a gun, but maybe I would have hit him with a shovel.
I like that even better. Gio standing over a battered ET with a shovel in his hand.
I'm messing around. I prefer Alf. Alf was a much funnier, cuter alien.
Alf ate cats, man.
I'm not a cat person either, so.
Wow. We are discovering a whole bunch of different things about Gio tonight.
Checking out all the boxes.
I don't mind cats. It's just I'm a dog person, so.
Okay. Well, yeah. You have like 3 Labradors, don't you? Something like that.
2. Yeah.
2. Yeah. You've shown us pictures. They're beautiful dogs.
Oh, thank you.
So let's actually get this train rolling a little bit. Today we are talking about samurai comics and samurai manga.
Nice.
It is a topic that, since I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima and my favorite film happens to be Seven Samurai, I really wanted to visit it, and I thought, well, we haven't covered samurais yet and feudal Japan, so change of pace. We could do something like that. Anybody want to go first as far as what they want to talk about?
I need to read this book. I own this book and haven't read it yet.
47 Ronin?
Yeah. It's drawn by Stan Sakai.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Japan's enduring... Wait. All right. Wait a second.
There we go.
Creator brings history's greatest revenge tale to stirring life under the knowing editorial guidance of Kazuo Koike, famed author of Lone Wolf and Cub. So I'm sure I butchered that name. This epic mission of loyal Japanese warriors to avenge their wronged master epitomizes the samurai code of honor, and 47 Ronin recounts the sweeping tale of duty and duress in all its violent grandeur, opening with a tragic incident that sealed the fate of young Lord Asano. This meticulously researched and beautifully illustrated graphic novel follows a dedicated group of Asano's vassals on their unwavering road to bloody vengeance.
This sounds badass.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's based on the story from legend about the Ronin, right?
To know this story is to know Japan. History's greatest revenge tale. So, the tale of the loyal retainers. I don't know anything about this. I just know that it was drawn by Stan Sakai, and so I wanted to get it. But
yeah,
it's based on something?
Yeah, because there's a very famous story in Japan about 47 Ronin. They're masterless samurai, and they're avenging the death of their teacher, and they're outlaws basically. So that's been adapted into movies and manga and comics, all that stuff. They even did that Keanu Reeves movie.
Oh yeah.
47 Ronin, same title.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a good movie, but it was still based off of that story that you're holding in your hands. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it had Keanu Reeves, so it has a redeeming quality to it at least.
Yeah.
I like Keanu Reeves.
Oh, how can you not? He's a national treasure.
I think I want to read this book.
I love that. I love the paneling on that, how it's laid out and everything.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Stan Sakai did the art on that? I didn't know that.
Cover gallery, bonus artwork, and extensive behind-the-scenes extras. Oh, so we have some.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Stan Sakai.
Interview with the Ronin about Kazuo Koike. I should stop trying to say his name. So yeah, this book was bitching.
I found a proper description for the story because I butchered that story. The story tells a group of samurai who were left leaderless after their daimyo, or their feudal lord, was compelled to perform seppuku after assaulting a court official named Kira Yoshinaka. After waiting and planning for a year, the Ronin avenged their master's honor by killing Kira. They were then obliged to commit seppuku for the crime of murder. This true story was popularized in Japan and Japanese culture as emblematic of the loyalty, sacrifice, persistence, and honor that people should display in their daily lives. So, yeah, it's a very famous story.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't want to commit seppuku for anybody. It's probably a good thing I'm not Japanese then, so I don't have to live my life by the code of the samurai.
Yes. I don't think anybody here is going to ask you to commit seppuku. Seppukus. I think you're good, man. Gio, do you want to go? Do you have any stories?
They're right there. I'm not going to stand up and get them because I'm lazy tonight. But I have a manga that I really like, and it's called Samurai Deeper Kyo. If it's okay, if you want me to talk about manga, it's a story set in feudal Japan, and it follows Yuya, a bounty hunter who's avenging the murder of her brother. And she meets up with a character called Kyoshiro. Kyoshiro turns out to be one of the main protagonists of the story. Is a samurai sharing the body with a famous character called Demon Eyes Kyo, who was a samurai that killed hundreds and thousands of people in the Warring States era. So they're trying to figure that mystery out. They're trying to the demonized Kyo character is trying to get his body back. It's really manga, shonen battle manga, and by that I mean there's a ton of fights, and the samurai all have incredible moves, and there's ninjas, and it's a ton of fun. It's an older series, came out in early 2000s, and I think it lasted for like 38 volumes or something like that. But I do recommend it. It's one of my favorite samurai things in comics and manga.
Okay, that brings up a question for you both.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a samurai, and I'm asking this sincerely because I don't know. I could Google it, but I'd rather ask you guys.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a samurai and a ninja?
Basically, a ninja is an assassin, someone you would hire to kill somebody. And they would do covert missions. They wouldn't dress like Hollywood likes you to think, where they're like in black with the bandana and all that stuff. They would typically just hide in the shadows and dress in like dark navy outfits with maybe some mesh gauntlets or something. I don't know. But they usually stayed to the shadows and assassinated high-profile people. That's about it.
Yeah,
the samurai were the warring class, and they had the Bushido and the Code of Honor and all that stuff, and they were sort of the police force, if you will.
Yeah, the Hollywoodification of what ninjas were is completely not the case. It wasn't the guys like in those like what is it like the baggy wafer thin clothes like linen clothes with the headband and everything like that.
Like kunai knives, like they're Wolverine or something like that. No.
Yeah, and traditionally, samurai wore samurai were basically tanks. They are just big guys, and they were clouded in armor, and they have a code that they stick to, and the code was everything for them. And I'm probably wrong on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they believed that their soul in some way was tied to their sword, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably butchering that, but I could have swore I've heard that before as well.
Something like that, yeah. I'm not too sure myself, but sounds about right.
Yeah. So I'd be a better ninja because I wouldn't have to kill myself after I kill somebody.
Yeah.
Than samurai. Okay.
Little trivia: when they did seppuku, they would gut themselves first because it was believed that the heart and soul of a person was in the middle of their body and their stomach. So they would puncture themselves, twist the knife around, and then the other assistant would cut off their heads.
Now, was it true that you probably know more about this than I do, Gio? Was it true that seppuku was if you dishonored, it was a dishonorable thing?
It was an honorable, due to if you committed something disgraceful, that would be the way to repay the debt, I guess, by committing sacrificial suicide.
Huh, cool.
Don't do that, kids. Don't.
No. Goes without saying, do not do that. You done, Gio? Is that your pick for right now? Okay.
Yeah. What do you got?
My pick, I'm gonna go with Vagabond. Vagabond is a manga, and oh my god, the art in Vagabond is it's stellar. It's probably some of the best art I've ever seen. If you can highlight me, Jess, I could screen share this.
Yeah, you got to show the art.
Oh, I have to. The art is absolutely gorgeous. How do I screen share? There it is.
Wait, I don't have to highlight you. I can screen share once you give me the screen share.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, you need to share your screen. You see the thing down there?
Yeah.
Share the screen, and then Jess can select that screen and highlight it.
Yeah.
Why isn't it letting me? It's not letting me.
It's not letting you share your screen?
No. It's not letting me actually click the button share. It doesn't let me.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with this. Screen sharing was canceled. Make sure. Okay. It's being dumb.
All right. Well, wait. Let me highlight you and see if that does anything. Now try it.
Okay. No, not letting me, man.
All right, I got you. Let me see if I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it, Gio.
Okay.
And you see that art?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is how the art looks inside of the book. It's not covers, or the art looks that genuinely good inside of the.
This is Vagabond we're looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Art. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, Vagabond basically tells the story of legendary swordsman. He was a real swordsman, Masuashi Miyamoto. And it basically tells about his rise and how he became the legendary swordman that he was well known for back then in feudal Japan. It's an amazing story, and it's brutal as hell. There's a lot of mysticism and a lot of Hollywood trickery in terms of what samurai battles were. Samurai battles usually didn't last very long. It was over pretty fucking quick. And that's what I like about Vagabond, where Vagabond, it's a few pages, but man, they are impactful, and it ends. Like the fight ends right there. But it's one of the most beautifully drawn mangas and one of the most beautifully drawn comics that I think I've ever seen in my life. It's stellar. Every single page on it is beautiful. It's unfortunate because the mangaka, the writer / artist of it, is not working on the project right now. So he hasn't been working on it in a few years at this point, and it's a damn shame because it looks stellar.
Yeah. He also did Slam Dunk, which is Riley's favorite sports manga.
Yeah, the art is, you can take just about any page out of this and you can frame it on the wall. That's how good the art is in this.
Wow.
Even if you're not into manga, this is a book that you can at least admire the art if you pick it up.
I'm admiring the art.
Yeah, Takahiko Inoue is the artist.
Look at that detail. Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is a good book if you want to read manga but are put off by the craziness. This is a good transition, I think, where you can read that and come away appreciating the medium, I guess.
Yeah. Not only that, but once you buy one, you're going to want to buy the rest because all the spines match and they make one giant image out of it's so awesome. All the spines match and they make one giant image if you buy the editions that have come out. Those are the Vizbigs, right, Gio? That they make one giant image on the spine. If you could find the spine, it looks incredible once it's all put together. Yeah, and that's how the art looks throughout the whole book.
There's no drop in quality or anything.
Which is yeah, the guy is insane.
Yep.
I think there's like 30 something volumes right now, and the Vizbigs I think have 3 in one, and those are really nice collected editions.
Yeah.
Wow, that was awesome looking.
Yeah, so Vagabond is fantastic, and the story is great too. The story matches the art as well. It's top-notch stuff. It really is. Jess, I see you with the turtles, man.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
This is how close I get to the topic tonight. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that Gio actually got me into. We had an episode where I think it was just the two of us.
Yep.
And we were trying to talk each other into trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
And you got me to get into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and kill 8 billion demons.
Oh, kill 6 million demons, I think it's called. Yeah.
8 billion.
Okay, 8 billion.
It's a big number. It's a big jump, Gio. It's a big jump in numbers.
I read with Tyler Blunt and reviewed 1 through 6, these IDW books. And I was not into turtles at all before I did this. They're reincarnated ninjas from feudal Japan. I'm not even going to try and explain it. Everybody knows TMNT better than I do, so I'm not going to try and explain it. Actually, the point is, this is so great that I didn't know anything about these stories, never watched a cartoon, never watched a movie, never played with any toys. This IDW series is so well written. I love it. And I've read 6 of the 10 books so far. I think book 11's coming out, or book 10's coming out, something. And I highly, highly recommend this book. It's set in modern day times. It has time traveling. It has dimension hopping. It's got aliens in big suits, little squishy faced aliens in like big robotic bodies, reincarnated ninja warriors type things. It's got a romance in it between 2 normal, regular old humans.
Had a talking fly.
A talking fly?
Yeah. Baxter Stockman.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a big ass rat teaching turtles how to fight. I mean,
Yes.
so you've read how many books have you read for TMNT? That's the last
6.
one you've read.
We've
So
read
far, which one's your favorite turtle?
People really like to ask that question. I will say I believe that the one, I'll tell you who I don't like. I mean he's okay, but he's kind of bugging me. Is the guy with the temper.
Raphael?
Managing his temper. Who's that?
Raphael?
Raphael?
Yeah.
Is he the red bandana? Well, they all have the same color bandana when they first started the series.
Yeah, well now they've got different colored bandanas.
The one with the size.
Yeah, the one with the size.
Yeah.
And who's the computer geek?
He's my favorite. Donatello.
Donatello? I think he's my favorite just because he annoys me the least.
He's my favorite. I love Donnie.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's the big nerd out of the 4. So
yeah, Raphael's actually mine.
Okay.
He has a huge fan base. I mean, like, people go nuts over Raphael. It's insane compared to the other turtles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raphael really has a huge fan base?
Yeah. Plus, part of the cartoons and some of the animated movies tend to focus on him.
Oh.
And even the comic book first starts with a Raphael story, with him forgetting his memory and all that stuff. So they really do an emphasis on how he butts head with Leo on how they're controlling or how they're doing their thing. And Leo, he's basically your Superman of the book. So he's very honorable and Boy Scouty at times. And then you got Mikey, who's just a party animal. But I tend to lean towards Donnie because of the nerd thing. Plus, I like that he has a bow staff.
And now, was it Raphael who, was it in this book or book 5 where he communicated with his dead mother? Was that Raphael?
I think
Who was the one that was brainwashed?
Shoot, I forgot. It's been a while.
Yeah, because
I like. I like the creative take that they do with this, where they establish that they were basically reincarnated in a way. I love that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's really cool. Let's see. I really hate. Oh, okay. It's Donatello that meets with his mother.
Oh, there you go.
The afterlife scene.
Yeah, I've read the first 2 hardcovers of that series, and I always meant to come back to it, but I just never did. I need to really catch up, because all I've heard is that the series kept going up in quality, and it stayed really one of the best comics being published today.
Yeah, I don't even remember what hardcover I read. I need to catch up too.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
6, this book 6, 5 and 6 is where it's ramped up. Yeah, it's Donatello that meets with his mother. 5 and 6, 5 is awesome, and 6 is like even awesomer. I'm aware that's not really a word, but that's where it goes from just interesting, good story to I can't put this down. I can't wait to read the next book.
Mm-hmm.
That's starting with 6, I think. 5 and 6 is right where it gets just super compelling.
Gio, you got another one for us?
Do we want to talk about Usagi?
Oh hell yeah! Why not?
Because Jess has Usagi, and I've only read a tiny little bit of Usagi, but I don't know if it's I don't know why I didn't love it right away. So I'm hoping you can convince me to love Usagi Yojimbo. I know it's fantastic, and I know a lot of people love it. It's won countless awards, but for some reason it just didn't hook me right away. I'm like, it's okay.
I can't get mad at you because I've only read this book, and I read it 5 years ago when I found it.
Okay.
So I just remembered that I loved it and I thought it was fun and really interesting and different. Yeah. And I just really enjoyed the heck out of it. But the reasons why were just, I just found all the characters interesting and fun to care about. I can't remember anything specific. I can read you the back of the series, back of the book.
Well, I mean, any chance Jess gets to show off that signed and numbered Usagi Yojimbo hardcover, he'll take that chance.
You?
Oh yeah. that's an ultra whale.
Because that sucker is a gem these days.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh,
which number you got? 378. Nice.
Yeah, that's my greatest whale tale. When it was at this shop 20 minutes away from me that I had never been in. This is 2015 when I first joined the group. And I went down to this, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes away. I'd never been there. And they had a bunch of oversized hardcovers and a lot of paperbacks and a few Omnis. And I found a bunch of things like Ultimate Spider-Man books that were hard to find, like 7 and 9 and 11, not 11. Gabriel Alicea gifted me number 11, but like 7 and 4 and 8 or something. I found a bunch of those, and I found a bunch of like Punisher books that were hard to find and X-Men books that were hard to find. And I had already paid, and Bon Idlehouse wanted me to keep my eye out for Space Usagi, or Usagi Goes to Space Yojimbo. It's collected now in Legends, I think. Space Usagi. So I went over to the section and looked for Space Usagi, and this is the only one that's not shrink wrapped. It was just in a plastic see-through wraparound bag. And I said, oh, this is that Usagi Yojimbo book. I think this might be rare. And I did, of course, the jerk move of looking it up on Amazon. And I'm like, oh, I think I better get this. It might be good. It's at least out of print, so I know it'll be cool. And the guy goes, oh, yeah, that thing's been sitting there forever. I'll give you 20% off on it. And I'm like, okay. And so I brought it home, and all the rest of them are in their shrink wrap because this is the only one I've read. And that's probably my greatest sin, is that I have only read this book, and all the other Usagis are in shrink wrap still.
Lucky guy. I envy you. He wasn't even looking for the thing, is what I'm sure will annoy a lot of the collectors in the group. It
was just there.
I didn't know who it was.
You just have to stumble on one of the rarest published comic book collected editions, and yeah, I'll just pick this up. Whatever, no big deal.
Yeah. Get a discount on it, and I admit I don't deserve it. It doesn't mean I'm not keeping it, but I don't deserve it.
Oh no, you're fine. You're definitely gonna keep it. What's the resale value on that sucker right now?
I don't know. I'd have to look at eBay.
Let's see. Let me check out real quick the sold listings.
Sold listings, yes.
Yeah.
Yojimbo hardcover. Okay. Sold listings. Mm-hmm. Number 1. It's Yojimbo Saga, right?
It is the Usagi Yojimbo saga. Yes.
Signed in number
1. What? No, I'm not seeing any sold listings. What's happening here? Let me check again. Yojimbo Saga.
Travis Gilmer says about $400-$500 last time he looked.
That's a lot of money.
That is.
For one collected edition, yeah, that's a lot of money.
And I'm seeing other volumes in the series selling for like hundreds as well. That's
really?
Yeah.
Like 2, 3 and stuff?
I think volume 6 and volume 4? Volume 8? Let me check. Wait.
Just to start to look at his shelf like, huh.
Volume 6. Volume 2 has sold for $125, $170. You can buy volumes 2 through 7. Somebody bought them for $700, which is insane.
Wow.
I mean, you could get a PlayStation 5 and a Switch for that. Let's see.
Wait. Pre-pandemic Switch. Post-pandemic Switch.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Book 5 is sold for $150. Book 7, $160. It's all over the place with that series. But I'm not seeing a volume 1 here. Maybe it's too rare for eBay.
I'm only seeing soft covers. I'm not. Oh, okay. Hardcover in May. It was listed at $600 and best offer accepted.
Wow.
So potentially you could sell the whole set for over $1,000. Potentially.
Oh yeah, I would think so. I think Travis is right. $400 to $500 is
good Lord.
Probably what it's going for.
If you want to read the story, get the trade paperback. Don't. I mean,
yeah, the trades are cheap.
They're cheap.
But if you want to throw just $1,000 his way, he might part with.
No way. No.
Plus, the cool thing is that they're signed. I think that's the major appeal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're limited and they're signed. But correct me if I'm wrong, volumes 2 and onwards, there's a lot of them because they were printed more than volume 1 because they didn't know it was going to sell that well.
Let's see.
Because you can find most of them in the wild from what I've seen on the Facebook group.
Oh, I thought you just said 6 was hard to find.
6, there's a figure. Nice
Figure.
That was from his website, right? Sakai's website?
Probably, yeah. I think this is, yeah, because I have 2 up there. One of them's, and then I have this thing.
Yeah, that figure's really cool, and it's autographed, right?
Yeah, with a drawing.
Nice.
That's really cool, man.
Tang.
That's a really cool tin. I've never read any Usagi. I really need to.
I only have the first trade paperback, and I liked it, but I wasn't wowed like everybody kept hyping it online. So I'm like, okay, Usagi, cool.
I only knew Usagi from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that he popped up at one point.
Yeah. The turtles show up in that first volume though.
Right, I think in the first story.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're summoned to feudal Japan, and they help out Usagi with fighting evil swordsmen or whatever, because it's all anthropomorphic animals in that universe.
Yeah, Gio, you're right. That was 900 copies. and volume 2 is 1,500 copies.
So they kept upping them more as it went along. So yeah, obviously the rarity would go down. 809.
Can you imagine? Well, now they can't do it because he sold the rights, but or Dark Horse doesn't have the rights anymore. But it'd be cool if they reprinted Volume 1.
No, it wouldn't be.
Maybe under IDW's banner or something. It wouldn't be as valuable, but they could do it.
I mean, if they even reprinted the first volume, I would imagine it would be non-signed and non-numbered, so they'd probably take that aspect out of it.
And nobody would buy it.
That's true.
Knowing the Facebook group and the people on that group, they wouldn't buy it. Spill root beer on those books.
I definitely will not.
Yeah.
No, those are high up on the shelf, huh, Jess?
Yeah, actually they are.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm gonna go with something super simple, but something from my childhood. Samurai Jack. The Samurai Jack comics from IDW. They are really good comics, and they capture a lot of the essence of what the Samurai Jack cartoon series was. And what's really interesting about it is that the comics came back before we had the mini series that came back on Toonami a few years ago, where they closed out Jack's story. Which, if you have not seen that Toonami mini series, do so, because I think it was beautifully done, and they closed out Jack's story wonderfully. I don't know if you got a chance to see that or not, Gio, but I thought it ended perfectly. Were you a fan of the cartoon as a kid?
Somewhat. I watched most of it and I liked it, but it wasn't a favorite of mine. But still, it was really cool to see. I remember watching a good portion of it.
Yeah. Well, they came back for season 5 years later, and they were able to do TVMA. So they were able to show blood. They were able to do a lot more violent stuff. But really, what they did was they told a much more compelling story than what you got. I think it was only like 6 episodes, 8 episodes, something like that. But throughout the 6-8 episodes, they went in, they showed where Jack was, they really established who his character is a lot more, and then they wrapped up the entire series beautifully so in an almost poetic ending, which was actually kind of sad, but very well done. But the comics are just as good. They are really good, and I recommend anybody to read them. The art in it is good enough that it actually mimics the style from the animation, and they capture the tone and the spirit of the show very well. Because if you've ever seen the there you go. If you've ever seen the show, you know that Jack really isn't that much of a talker. He's very much a lonely, wandering soul throughout this futuristic, post-apocalyptic world. And they just nail that tone and that feeling all the way through. I love the comics. I think they were very, very well done, and they just nailed it. So
I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for this, but here's a preview.
Nah, we'll be fine. Yeah, so if you take a look at that, it's really well done. And somebody like you, Jess, I think you jump into the comics and you'd be perfectly fine. You just got to know that he was a samurai guy who ended up trying to fight off this demon, and it went really south. It went really south for him, because as he was about to strike the killing blow, the demon tossed him into the future, and now he's trying to figure out his way back.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
It's good. It's good, and the art is very, very close to it. And if you haven't checked this out and you were a fan of it like I was as a kid, I really recommend you guys check this out. I think you'll dig it a lot.
So you started out watching the cartoon?
Yeah, because the cartoon first came out, oh God. I think I was maybe in middle school, high school when the cartoon first came out, something like that. And it ran a few seasons. Eventually, the cartoon ended up getting canceled. But years later, there was enough fervor and a lot of fan outcry, kind of like what they did with Invader Zim and a few of the series and Rocco's Modern Life, a few of the series that they've brought back, where they got the go-ahead to put out I want to say it was like an 8-episode, 6-episode, 5th and final season where they were able to wrap up the story because they weren't able to wrap up the cartoon story before it got canceled, and everybody was wondering, well, you kind of left us hanging with how the ending of this would go. So the original cast came back, the original artist came back, everybody came back for probably about 2-3 years ago, a mini series, and it was so damn good. It really was. They did not miss a beat. In fact, it was probably some of the best episodes. They introduced a lot of new characters. They introduced a kind of pseudo love interest for Jack and how that story ends up playing out. And it's a tragic ending, but it's also a very beautiful one. And to me, the last shot of the cartoon is something that I will always have in the back of my head because it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like something you could frame and you could hang on a wall. So it was 10 episodes for season 5. Okay. Yeah, it was 10 episodes. So, but it was I think honestly, Jess, if you sat down and you watched Samurai Jack, you probably enjoy it because it was actually really cool.
Okay.
It's from, what's the creator's name again?
He was working on the Popeye movie.
Yeah.
He had a mini series last year on Adult Swim about cavemen. Primal. I heard Primal was actually really good.
That is fantastic. One of the best things you'll watch. You guys got to check it out. Primal is awesome. It's a mini series about a caveman with a pet dinosaur. There's no dialogue whatsoever, and it's just a beautifully drawn series in that style that he's known for. I forgot his name, and I'm blanking on it. But it's just a survival story for like 5 episodes.
Hi, Tyler.
T-Lar Blut says, I'm not allowed to watch Samurai Jack until I watch Batman Beyond. I'm not even done with Batman the Animated Series yet.
Oh, you have a huge backlog of TV.
I do.
Oh, man. You got to watch at least like 2 or 3 episodes per day to be done with all those shows.
Yeah.
Very hard to do. I'm saying that, but I know it's very hard to do. Committing to watching TV every single day.
The creator is Gendy Tartakovsky. That's how you say it. Yeah.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah. Funny enough, he did Hotel Transylvania. That was all him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I actually
and the Clone Wars.
He did. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. The badass Clone Wars series. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was good. When General Grievous was actually threatening before he became an asthmatic. Do you remember how fucking intimidating General Grievous was in that miniseries, Gio? Yep. And then you watch the movie and he's he could barely move in the movie. I'm like, what the hell is this crap?
I did like that they worked that story in, and when you start episode 3, you're like, oh, so that's why he's coughing, because of the Clone Wars miniseries and what happened there.
Yeah, he was bad. He was killing Jedi in the Clone Wars miniseries left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's an asthmatic who could barely walk in the movie. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. Then Obi-Wan took him out.
Yeah.
Very easily. Yep.
Powerpuff Girls. That was a major hit in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Did he really do Powerpuff Girls?
He was the king of late 90s, early 2000s animation, honestly.
Oh, I didn't know he did Powerpuff Girls. That's awesome.
Robin is asking about Invader Zim. Gabe will tell you 100% yes to pick up that deluxe edition because he's a huge fan of those books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
looking
for Robin's, but I'm not finding it. Is it way back?
853.
He was working on Popeye for a while, but that got axed, unfortunately. A Popeye movie.
A shame, because that looked really cool.
It looked beautiful.
People are so funny. What is this? Jess, you were my hero. Now I'm sad those BTS shoes are great.
Huh?
What is
BTS?
my hero? What's BTS?
The K-pop thing? Batman,
Batman, the shoes. What's BTS?
BTS is a K-pop group, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just doesn't know
I don't have any BTS shoes. What the hell? I don't understand that one.
Y'all just made me buy the most expensive vinyl this week. I did not want to, and he made me. Someone help me. Which one did he buy, Tyler?
He said Batman the Animated Series, Jess. Art Walker came back and said it.
Deadpool, the animated series. Batman, the animated series.
Yeah,
gotcha. I'm sorry, Art. I'm having trouble following what you're upset about.
He's implying that Jess is a K-pop stan. That he lives with the K-pop.
I'm sorry you're upset, but I don't know what you're upset about. But if there was a Dead Man the animated series, I would totally watch that. That would be great.
Yes, please. In the style of Harley Quinn, how great would that be?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen the Dead Man animated short where he's a young ghost? Not a young ghost, a tiny ghost. Have you seen that?
No.
It's drawn more for kids, but it's really funny and cute. The Dead Man shorts. I think they did that like 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. But it was really cute. I liked it.
Okay.
Oh wow, the chat is really lagging for me. Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh this page because I'm now seeing Tyler's comment where he jumped into the chat.
Now you're seeing that just now?
Yep.
Oh,
Give me a second.
Oh wow, you just jumped
Batman
out.
the animated series box set. Yeah, that's what I forced Tyler and Ryan says to both buy.
Oh, it doesn't take much to push Ryan over the edge though to buy something.
Yeah,
there we go. Nice.
Oh, all right. I haven't watched Batman Beyond. Okay, I'll get to it, Art. I will get to it.
They're pressuring you.
Yeah. Taylor Brown's enabling guy too.
Have you done a stream yet?
Blaming me for everything. Matthew's blaming me for having buy loads of books, but I did commission some art from him, so we're square.
Yeah, it's a win-win for both.
Yeah.
You need to do a stream on your YouTube show with all your co-hosts at the same time.
That's interesting that you say that. Taylor was just thinking that I just got my 5,000th subscriber.
Congratulations.
Ooh, nice.
Celebrate.
Congratulations.
Taylor was thinking to celebrate, we should have all my co-hosts do a show.
All your YouTube pups.
Yeah.
You could bring back her. I forgot her name. She did the walk through the woods with you.
Oh yeah.
Bring her back for a one-off as well.
Yeah, that is.
How many shows do you have on the channel of yours?
I'm looking forward to the calligraphy show that's coming out later this week, by the way.
The calligraphy show. Chad Omnidog's wife, Jenny. Chad Omnidog does a show with me now too. We're Ultimate Spider-Man. And Jenny just got too busy with work to do the horror show, the horror review show, horror movie review show. She's too busy with work. We haven't done it for 6 or 8 months.
It was the two of them, and you got
Tyler Blunt, Kristan, and Taylor Brown.
That would be a wild podcast with every single one at the same time. That would be fun.
Some fun
really
personalities.
That would be really fun if you could make that happen.
Hanky, that I actually have seen Cowboy Bebop. I actually have.
You'd be surprised, Hanky Pim.
I have a action figure of Spike.
That's a great figure.
I know. I never took it out of the package because it was just too cool. The package.
Yeah, that's great as it is. You shouldn't open it.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I just like it how it is. It just looks so boss. I'd be happy to rewatch that and review it because
you're getting the soundtrack on vinyl finally, officially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there were a lot of bootlegs for many years, and I held off from getting a bootleg, but now we're officially getting the Bebop soundtrack on vinyl. That's awesome.
Right. And David Codd brings up the other anime that I love, Samurai Champloo.
You need to watch Shinichiro Watanabe's filmography, basically, because you liked Cowboy Bebop and you liked Samurai Champloo. You need to watch all his other shows too. They're all great. They're all fantastic. Same quality. Well, sort of. Bebop set the standard, but they're all good shows regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. Bebop, he did the space thing with jazz music. Samurai Champloo, he mixed feudal Japan with hip hop, and what would become lo-fi music with New Jobs, and how innovative that was. And he also did Terror in Resonance, which had a lot of Icelandic rock music that was about terrorists and like crime and stuff. He also did Carol and Tuesday recently, which is on Netflix, which is all about pop music, but really good pop music and indie music. Space Dandy, which I know you'll love so much. It mixes a lot of aesthetics from the 50s and 60s sci-fi with funkadelic music. He's just a mastermind. I love all his works. He also did Kids on the Slope, which was a 70s drama about a group of kids forming a jazz band in school. Yeah, there you go. Kids on the Slope, Carol and Tuesday, fantastic shows.
Wow. And wait, Jesse Christian says, I listened to nothing but Nujabes. Yeah,
that was his, the artist passed away, unfortunately. That was his nickname. His name was Sabe June, so it's backwards, Nujabes. At least that's how I pronounce it, Nujabes. I don't know. He basically is the godfather of what we know now as lo-fi music, or the chill wave stuff.
Yes.
So he was really innovative on that scene.
Okay, I love that kind of music. I stumbled on it on YouTube. It always gets recommended for me.
Yeah.
Lo-fi chill wave, so I always listen to it. Okay. Well, good. I learned a lot then tonight, just right there on that.
Just real quick, why don't you tell them where they could pick up some of the wonderful comics and manga and collected editions that we talked about today, except for, of course, that Usagi Yojimbo hardcover, because Jess has one of the rare ones.
Right. That would be InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. There's a rumor that there will be the return of the OmniBros discount code before the end of the year. But tonight, we're giving away the $50 IST gift card to one of you lucky viewers. And if you order $50 or more worth of books in the United States, you get free shipping, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Very well done, sir. And if you want to support this show and you want to keep supporting the show, we have links down below to the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Patreon. We have two tiers, the $1 tier, which we consider as the tip jar if you want to help us out. $1 a month. We really appreciate whatever you can donate. Or the $5 a month, as Gabe, I should say, likes to call it, the campfire tier. I still don't know why exactly he calls it the campfire tier, but hey, we're going with the campfire tier. No, we aren't accepting feet pictures. We're not doing that.
I'm out.
Me too.
At the $5 tier, if you would be so kind to help us out, we we'll have a monthly show, kind of something like this, a little bit more personal. We call it OmniBros After Dark, where we kind of just shoot the shit even more, and we talk about stuff that we normally wouldn't talk about on these shows. So there is that. Please check out the description.
Slightly not safe for work, just a heads up. So if you're in the mood for that and to hear us swear a whole lot and talk about controversial stuff, maybe consider joining that campfire. Who knows?
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
I brought some of my Watanabe Blu-rays and DVDs so you can see them.
Okay. Wait, let me highlight you so we can see the spines or whatever. Okay, what's that? That's shampoo.
This was the very first Blu-ray. This was published by Geneon before they went out of before they went into bankruptcy, I should say. They published this Blu-ray, and it's super rare. But fortunately, Funimation picked up the license, and it's readily available. But if you want this version, it's a little pricey because it was the first one. As you can see, it came in 2 sets right here.
Nice.
Get rid of this box. So you got the 2 Blu-rays right there. Of course, everybody knows Bebop, Cowboy Bebop.
I have that and the movie.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the movie. Shoot.
Courtesy of Sherlock Alexi.
Yeah.
Gave those to me.
So this is fantastic. Space Dandy, which is one of my favorite shows, really underrated in my opinion. As you can see, the heavy 50s and 60s inspired sci-fi right there with the outfits and the colors and everything. Yeah, look at that. So this is more comedic in tone, and you're just following these characters in space. They're bounty hunters, and they're just trying to get collect the bounties for the aliens that they're catching that are not registered in the space index or whatever. And as the story progresses, Dandy, he's just a very smooth talker, and he goes to this bar where it's all like Hooters in space. It's very comedic in tone, but it has a ton of references to early sci-fi. There's even an episode dedicated to George Romero stories with the zombies. It's really cool stuff. Plus, for all you Watanabe fans, I firmly believe all his works are in the same universe. I believe in the Watanabe universe. And in this show, you get a ton of Easter eggs about Cowboy Bebop. They mention there are some characters that are hinted at that are from the show, and some terminology like the Wulong Cache and stuff like that pops up in this show. When you watch Carol and Tuesday, they also reference Space Dandy at some point, and the characters have similar philosophies in that show related to Spike and Bebop. So in my belief, they're all connected. It's one epic universe. And then I don't have this on Blu-ray for some reason, but here's Kids on the Slope, which is a drama about these kids with their jazz quartet or band. So if you like music, you got to check out Kids on the Slope.
Which one is the most lo-fi chill wave of them?
Oh, definitely Shampoo, because it mixed underground hip hop with lo-fi. Just created the perfect atmosphere.
Well, I have already heard that one. Then I've already seen that. So what of the remaining ones? Is it Carol and Tuesday, or there's Carol and Tuesday, or it's Carol and Tuesday is one thing?
Yeah, Carol and Tuesday is on Mars. And if you remember, Cowboy Bebop takes place in the future on Mars as well. But in this, the Earth is overcrowded and there's like wars and stuff, and people are migrating to Mars. And the 2 protagonists are young girls who want to create music. This is a world that is very, they create more music based on AI and corporate music to sell records and stay on the charts and stuff. And these two girls, they just want to sing their hearts out, their own lyrics. One has a guitar, the other one has a keyboard, and they're gonna try and become artists in the future. And the music is fantastic. Even if you watch it subbed in Japanese, the songs are in English, and they're really well done songs. It's fantastic as well. I do recommend it. It's 24 episodes on Netflix, so it should be an easy watch.
And where did you say? Wait, because I'm going to keep talking about this. So this is a good time for me to tell everybody that's watching right now, that's in the chat, or if you're not in the chat, you're just lurking. You can also participate. Omnibroslive@gmail.com. That's our email address. Omnibroslive@gmail.com. In the subject head, put IST gift card, and in the body of the email, put your email address that you use for in-stock trades. So if you want the $50 gift card, it's omnibroslive@gmail.com. Wait, let me put that in there. Omnibroslive at gmail.com. Okay, so omnibroslive@gmail.com. In the subject, put IST gift card, and in the body of the email, put your email address that you use for your IST account. Starting now, and I'll take like the first 30, and we'll do a random number generator, and go. Because Dio's now going to tell me about what?
Space Dandy, because it's awesome.
Now, is that lo-fi music also?
No, this is more funk music with psychedelic rock and a bunch of stringy music from the 70s and 60s. So,
what was the one that you said had like Icelandic rock?
Oh, that's Terror in Resonance, but I don't have it on. That's the one series I'm missing for my collection.
Okay.
It's about 3 kids that get involved in a terrorist act, and then there's a conspiracy. It's more of an action drama. But the music and score is very European, sort of like from Iceland, that type of music.
Travis, what's so good? Please eventually watch it. Which one?
I think he meant Carol and Tuesday.
Oh,
Carol and Tuesday? Okay.
That's on Netflix, so you shouldn't have a problem with that.
Oh, okay. And you said something else is on Netflix. Or just Carol and Tuesday? That's the one on Netflix?
Carol and Bebop are on Netflix. Shampoo, I have no idea. Shampoo should be on Funimation, maybe Hulu. Space Dandy, I think it's on Hulu. Let me check real quick since we're doing the giveaway.
And guys, if you like this show, please hit the like button down below. It really does help us. It helps us get a little bit more noticed, and it just does that for us. It's really cool, and we appreciate it.
Oh, we have a number of people already that want the gift card.
Ooh, well, it is $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Space Dandy is on Hulu, so everybody go watch it and think of me, and you'll either think 2 things. 1, Gio's crazy for recommending this show, and 2, this is the best thing ever. So really, you've got nothing to lose. But it's on there. I do recommend it. It's fun. Please watch it. Also,
no problem. I have to watch. I still have to watch Picard. I still have to finish Legion. I got to finish Umbrella Academy. I still have to finish Boys.
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy. The new season for Umbrella Academy drops tomorrow too.
And oh god. And then I want to see the movie Old Guard on Netflix because Taylor said that is awesome.
It's good. It's really good. My girlfriend and I sat down and we watched it the other night. It's good, dude.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes, we'll talk about it later.
Oh. Spoilers.
No, it's really good, dude. It's really good.
Oh, this is funny. My Wi-Fi is down, so I mailed in my entry.
Yeah, because he's in the Phantom Zone. He's not gonna have Wi-Fi. He's in the Phantom Zone
right there. Ah!
The signal's not gonna go through.
Yeah, Old Guard is actually really good, Jess. You dig it. It's really fun.
That's what I heard. I really want to see it. Okay. Let me okay, wow. Let me get an idea of how many we got here. One.
Probably like 50 of them. I forgot I had another copy of Space Dandy. So there you go.
Why do you have 2 copies of Space Dandy?
Because it's 26 episodes and they split it up into 2 sets.
Oh, okay.
They then released, obviously after I bought them, then they released a full box set to annoy me. But I don't like double dipping or anything, so I stuck with these sets.
14. The number is 14. So we will count from the bottom. Who is number 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ricky C. Rick Carter. Ricky C. Rick Carter.
Congratulations.
You are the winner.
Congratulations, man.
You will. Congratulations, Rick Carter. You will get in a couple days. You will be contacted by Emily. I will give your address to Omar, and Omar will send it to Emily, and then she will contact you with the information regarding your $50 gift card from InStockTrades.com. A wonderful place for you to shop for your collected editions. That's right. InStockTrades.com.
Nice. So,
you want me to torture you and tell you who is 13 and 15?
13 and 15. Who was it?
That's what somebody just asked for.
Oh.
That would be. That's really not. I don't want to do that to somebody.
No,
I think I'd feel bad.
No.
I think I'd feel bad.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, I almost
rub it in. I could have won.
Okay, so I have some TV to watch, and then Taylor Brown will totally beat me up in his way if I don't catch up on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I got to watch Batman the Animated Series. So, and then I still have to read like 500 books. So, Comics Guide 101, where can they find you?
You can find me at Twitter on Comics Guide 101 and on YouTube on Comics Guide 101.
Very nice. How about you, Week in Geekdom? Where can they find you?
You can find me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, and manga. There was a question addressed to me just now from Jesse Kristan.
Yeah, just see it.
I do, but I cannot support that title anymore, so I apologize. So I'm not going to talk about it. But I used to like that series a whole lot, and I can't.
I think I know what That was the one. Yeah, even I know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube, and on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault. And you will get to see, what's today, Thursday? Saturday, my daughter has built me, in Animal Crossing, a comic book store.
Nice. That's awesome.
I can show you what the it's going to
give us a teaser.
Yeah, I'll give you a teaser of what it looks like.
I want to tune in to watch this.
This is her in the comic book store. It's got
that's awesome.
Harley Quinn carpeting. And if you can see the orange sign there, it says Omnidog's Vault.
There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
That's actually really.
There's bookshelves back there.
Nice.
And what?
Oh.
There we go.
And then, of course, you've got your. She's standing there in the middle, and you've got your wearables, your sweaters, and
Batman, Iron Man.
Yeah, and then there's a. Where am I? She built a showcase for. Also defined was a teddy bear and a wrestler.
That's so cool.
There's a soda machine and a gumball machine and toys for kids right there. There it is. Omnidog's Vault. So that
Cleveland Brown says, Hanky Pym says, where's the root beer?
Well, there's a whole soda machine, so I'm assuming that soda machine right there.
It has to have root beer in it.
It's got to have root beer in it. That's a good question. Okay, so that's right. You'll see that on Instagram this weekend when it's all put together on my island and perfected. She said, don't show it off till it's perfect. So I gave you a teasing there of it.
Nice.
So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to my co-hosts for co-hosting. Thank you to the chatters. Thank you to InStockTrades.com for sponsoring us and supporting us and giving us that gift card to give away to Ricky C, who gets it. And that's about it from my end. Yeah, that's right. I might be watching those movies before I do anything else. Then I'll feel really bad about things. Well, peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you, everybody. Good night,
everybody. Good night.
Bye.